Hello everyone, welcome to another video I've made. Obviously this man needs no introduction. UMESH.
Hi Alex, how you well?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Good
Thanks for the coffee.
Cheers mate, welcome. It is coffee guys.
It is coffee, yeah.
Too early for anything else.
Now, we did a video back in at the end of December.
We did.
Yeah. We was talking about like video in business and you know,
marketing. Yeah,
marketing,
basically doing videos for businesses and how small businesses seem to be scared of doing videos, weren't they?
Yeah. People were scared of getting in front of the camera and things like that.
Yeah.
And I got people messaging me. They were talking to me when they come in the shop, and you know, walking down the street, people will stop me and they were leaving comments. You know, what a great video! You come across brilliant. I want to get a camera. And then I spoke to UMESH a few hours later, and he said, "I've got exactly the same thing," didn't he?
The feedback has been phenomenal. I think people really took a lot from what we did. We're just, I think people have been so scared of doing videos, and to us, we just do it naturally.
Yeah.
And it is so easy. I think you've had the message, I've had the messages. People have said, "I'm going to use my iPhone. I've ordered a cheap camera or a tripod." They're cracking on with it, which is fantastic, because just by that little video, if it helps their businesses, we've done a great job. Yeah,
if we've helped one or two people from that other video to go out and do what they've got to do and be successful at it and give it, just at least try, just give it a go. It doesn't matter.
It's the modern world.
Yeah,
it's, you know, video. I mean, how do you describe that to somebody? You know, in an advert or something.
Yeah.
Take ages, wouldn't it? Whereas, you know,
a video, like a picture says 1,000 words, a video can say 1,000,000.
Easy, within seconds.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it, isn't it, really? It's so easy.
Now, while I'm sat here, you've got a picture just here with Theo Pathetis.
Yeah, I've got Theo Pathetis there, Mike Brewer there.
Mike Brewer, who are them two?
They're guys from the magazines who not as famous probably in the open world, but they are in their own fields.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. I couldn't help just notice that. I thought we'd just clear that one up before someone says, "Who's that in the background?" But no, I think, UMESH, if we talk today about advertising, maybe we could help one or two other people with a bit of advertising. We're both small businessmen, and we both have to do, I think every business has to do a bit of advertising. Not only that, I think everybody in their life at some point will have to advertise something, whether it's a 3-piece suite to selling a house, to selling a car. Obviously bring it to you, you might give them a good deal.
Every time.
Yeah,
of course. Thanks for the plug. Yeah.
So, but, you know, someone at some point has got to advertise, and obviously there's a lot of digital advertising outlets.
The world has changed with advertising and marketing, and as you say, you've got to market the product. Whatever you're selling, if you're selling oatcakes in your case, to be selling cars or whatever, you've got to tell the world what you do, what you're selling. It could be a service, it could be a product. So we sell products, so you know, oatcakes in your case, cars in mine. People sell services, but it's all about telling the world what they do. Some people are very fortunate in different businesses. They don't advertise. They get so much referral business, which is fantastic.
It's like a network marketing.
Yes.
But
even then, if the network marketing, they're still selling themselves, aren't they?
Yeah.
In an advert as such, because they're going to attend and take the time. We sell products, but if you don't tell the world what we do, they're none the wiser. So most of it is now digital these days.
Yeah.
I mean, gone are the days of, should we say, for me, selling cars in.
This is an antique, by the way.
This is antique. It is
2005.
August 2005. Collector's item.
Yeah.
So if you want to bid for it, feel free.
Please start in the comments. You know,
this is the old days, and I'm sure there's lots and lots of you remember waiting at the newsagents every Thursday morning,
or getting the newsagents to save it for you.
That's right. Yeah. Just full. I mean, can you imagine trawling through that?
Whereas nowadays,
some of the guys these days won't even know what that is. Just look for cars if you think about it.
Yeah.
You know, I think we're showing our age here now.
But nowadays, you just literally, it's on your phone or
just click. If you want to buy an Audi, you click an Audi, as opposed to thinking, you know, what's the Audi in there? Is it under the four-wheel drive? Is it under
Prestige or something like that? It's all
yeah. So
and then also with that, you have to phone them up.
Yes.
Have you still got that car?
Yeah.
Well, I'm reading this issue, say 3 months later, and oh no, sorry, it's been sold.
And not only that, if you look at some of the pictures, I mean, that's terrible.
Yeah, and the pictures don't do them justice.
Yes. So
yeah,
that's the old days. Not saying that still doesn't exist, because obviously we've got the papers.
Still do exist.
We've got
obviously
locally.
These papers are getting thinner and thinner every year.
I mean, there's less and less content in there. Obviously, good old Lincolnshire Post and Times, Sentinel for the area around here. Different businesses work, some don't work.
Yeah.
You can have either direct results or you build your brand. It all depends what you want to do.
Yeah.
But in reality, you've got to keep the name in front. You know, if your name's not in front of customers all the time, they're going to forget about you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
now, let's go back. So a few years ago, you know, I spent a few £100 and money and time advertising. You know, with the t-shirt selfies. You know,
I've got one of those pictures as well.
Yeah, you've got one of those pictures as well. Yeah. Well remembered.
Yes.
Now that was back in 2015. Now throughout 2016 and 17, I didn't spend one single penny. It's not because I'm tight. Before
You're
you
very
say
fortunate
that.
not being able to do that. Yes.
Yeah. So I thought, right, I'm going to try something here. I'm not going to spend one penny throughout them 2 years on advertising. I'm going to see what happens. Obviously, there was a few bits because I was in the paper for something, or you know, at a school or something, you know.
But that's PR. That's PR. So it wasn't an advert. That's
yeah,
PR,
it's not an advert. That's more like articles in the paper.
Yeah.
You know, and obviously I sponsor like the St Thomas 7 road race in Teen. You know, still got all them little things going on, but advertising on a whole, I didn't spend one penny. And the oatcake sales were higher than they were back when I was advertising.
You know why that is, don't you?
I don't know. Why is that?
You've been building that because the day you started advertising, your oatcakes didn't start selling overnight, did they?
Yeah.
You know, you were thinking, you know what, I've spent £500 this week, this month, whatever it may be, but the sales weren't doing that. They weren't increasing. But your brand and your name, the awareness was there.
So it's like a snowball effect.
That's right. It takes time for it to build. And whilst you're advertising Povey's oatcakes, Povey's oatcakes, Povey's oatcakes, not everyone wants to buy Povey's oatcakes today.
Yeah.
But week down the road, month down the road, oh yeah, Povey's oatcakes, or supermarket, or the shop, or wherever they may be, they remember seeing that message.
Yeah.
So that's the branding bit that works 12 months down the road or a few weeks down the road, and that's the bit it's difficult to gauge and measure the result on return on investment.
So that's what I've done. I mean, I've done a lot over the years, you know, radio and, you know, social media and doing this and doing that and papers and this, that, the other. So obviously, you know, I thought, right, I'm not going to spend any money. Did that, you know. Marketing and advertising is a hard thing to gauge and get results. We all know that Facebook are obviously saying, yes, you promoted that for £2 and 1,000 people saw it, but it's still not proof. The only proof is when your customers are actually walking through the door saying, yes, I saw that advert, or I heard that advert, or whatever. Now, UMESH, big question, because I did that. Now, if you did that, it probably have an opposite effect on you, because you can't sell a car without an advert.
Correct. As I said,
if you didn't advertise the car, you would not sell that car. That car would still be sat in the showroom.
Going back to what I said at the start, I need to tell people I've got that for sale.
Yeah.
So more and more these days, it's all digital, so it goes online.
Yeah.
Whereas in the old days, you're advertising the paper. So it is all about.
Excuse me, I can say to you, mate, Happy New Year, sir.
Cheers, mate, thank you. So you need to tell people what you're selling.
Yeah.
So if you know, do a video, description, whatever it is, put it online.
Yeah.
And again, it's difficult where to advertise online.
Yeah.
Because with cars, there's classified platforms, there's Google, obviously my own website.
Yeah.
It's how people find that car then.
Yeah. And
so again, it's not just a matter of having that and putting it on the website. You still need to tell people how to find it.
Yeah.
And that's the difficult part.
It is, because your website, you've got to advertise the website and draw people
Yes.
to your website.
Yes. Yeah.
But people buying a car, I'm just going on Auto Trader, I'm just going on Exchange and Mart, or wherever the cars are. So
Yeah.
you've got to make sure that your website is in them fields to try and get noticed as well.
It's that. Yes, exactly. But again, with that comes costs.
Yeah, exactly. And it
Because
isn't cheap.
It's very expensive.
Yes.
You know, to be on Auto Trader, Piston Heads, Exchange
Yeah.
and Mart, Motors. I mean, I can reel off
Yeah,
names
yeah,
and names
yeah.
and names. So you imagine advertising all those, and it's not hundreds of pounds a week; it is thousands of pounds.
Exactly.
You know,
A day,
yeah,
even.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. Depending on
yeah.
the stock level, what you want.
Yeah.
So the cost is very, very expensive to market that car. So you've got to make sure your car's in the right place at the right time,
Yeah.
and that customers can find it. So again, the website itself has to be optimized properly, so Google knows somebody types in there black Audi S5,
Yeah.
and hopefully mine will be there because I've got everything right about my SEO, which is a different subject again.
Yeah.
They can find
Don't,
that
we
car
won't.
here.
We won't talk about SEO. It is an absolute minefield.
Yes.
I've been down that avenue before.
Yeah,
And you know, maybe that's for another video, because
That's a long topic in itself.
It is a long topic. You could be here for about 3 hours trying to explain
Yes.
about that stuff. So what platforms work best for you?
that is a very interesting question and a very difficult one.
Is it back to what I was just saying? It's hard to gauge where.
I ask every single customer
Yeah.
how they know about me,
Word of mouth.
and word of mouth is the highest one.
Yeah.
I actually bought a car yesterday off a gentleman a mile down the road, and I said,
Yeah.
"How do you know about me?" And he said, "Mine, you know, his next door neighbour
Yeah.
bought cars off me 30 years plus ago when I used to work in Leek."
Yeah.
And he said, she always said, you know, you're somebody reliable and honest.
Yeah.
And he says, "That's why I'm here selling you my car." So you can't buy that, can you?
No.
And
No,
that-
and you
that's the
can't.
thing.
Yeah,
So-
you can't put a figure on
No.
that.
So if you look after people,
Yeah.
obviously recommendations, repeats are my highest
Yeah.
customers.
Yeah.
So I believe I do the job right.
I
and
say
that's
it's the same for me. You know,
Yes.
the same person comes and buys oatcakes every Friday or something
Yes.
like that. So
Yeah,
it's people
yeah.
coming back. You know, you go
Yeah.
in my shop, say
Yeah.
twice a month.
Yeah.
But I'm relying on you to come in twice a month. If you stop coming in
Is it twice a month?
Yeah, if you stop coming
Is
in
that
twice,
often?
yeah, if it's that often. But I know where you live, so you know.
Home deliveries.
Yeah, home deliveries now. Look what I've set myself up for.
Absolutely. Yeah. So the way you say so, repeat recommendations. That is the ultimate that we all aim for to get,
Yeah.
because that costs you nothing.
Yeah.
You know, you've done the initial selling to that first customer. They're spreading the good news for you,
Yeah.
and that snowballs on. So that's fantastic. But then after that, you still need to tell the wider audience.
Somehow, some way.
Yeah. So different platforms work in different ways, and natural Google searches come in a long way these days. So
Yeah.
again, but that's got to go back to the website. If the website content is right,
Yeah.
people type in, like a couple bought a car yesterday
Yeah.
off me, Nissan Duke locally,
Yeah.
saw mine, saw a few others, came and bought mine.
Yeah.
But that was from a Google search.
Yeah.
Then I've got customers who will go, you know, for example, you mentioned Auto Trader, they'll go on Auto Trader, they will look for a certain car on there, newest one or the lowest mileage one or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and come from there. But then I've got a cost attributed to that advert,
Yes.
which is the problem. You know.
Now, if
and
you've
it's
ran
working-
that advert for 6 months,
Yep.
it's added into your margin of that
Absolutely,
car, hasn't it?
absolutely.
You know,
Yes,
in a big
you know.
way.
To give an example, on Auto Trader, for example, it's probably cost. I'm trying to think.
Ballpark figure.
Well, about 50, 60 quid
Yeah.
per car
Yeah.
to advertise
For a week?
for a week.
For a week.
Yeah.
So if that car doesn't sell and you're letting it rack up over 6
It racks up quickly, doesn't it?
say 10,
Yes.
10 weeks,
Yes.
£600.
Yes.
And that £600 has got to come off the top line of what you're trying to sell that car.
Money's got to come from somewhere else.
It's got to, hasn't it?
Yes.
And you can't just turn around to the customer saying, "Excuse me, this 15 grand car is actually £15,600 now
Yes.
because
Yeah.
it's sat on Auto Trader for 10 weeks.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the people have got the same problems. You know, if you know, if you've got a builders merchants,
Yeah.
who's advertising in the builders publication or on their own
Trade
website,
magazines.
trade magazine.
Yeah.
So they've got the same sort of thing there, haven't they? Really. So
Yeah.
every business is different, and each one's got their own costs.
Yeah.
Attributed to it, really. You know. And again, if you've got a website which sells online, you've got the complications of, you know, taking payments online, the fees from those
well, exactly,
which, you know,
I mean,
online selling.
Yeah, I mean, obviously my fees are only like £1 or something online for the transaction, because I'm only selling small
value items.
You know, say £20 worth of oatcakes on the internet.
Yeah.
UMESH is selling something that's like £20,000.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, it's a lot more money involved, so they put a higher price on that transaction.
Right, percentage of the turnover is that they want.
Yeah, so you've got to take all that into account when you're just selling a car, so it is quite hard.
Well, so advertising and marketing, the biggest mistake a lot of people make as well is not monitoring where the leads come from.
Yes.
You know, I have, since the day I started, but even before that, I would ask the question, you know, how do you know about me?
Yeah.
How did you find me?
I mean, if I went and did that, I mean, I'd probably spend all week or all year focusing on that and not actually trying to run the business. It is quite a...
Oh yeah, but you see, to me that is so important, because I need to know where that customer came from.
Yeah.
You know, I can't just presume that he's walked in, he's bought a car, thank you very much, Mr. Customer, have a good day. I need to think, how did you find me? You know, it's like the guy selling me the car, how do you know about me?
Yeah.
The couple who bought the car, how did you find it? You know, I need to know, because then I can channel the right money to the right platform or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So, you know, if somebody's, you know, buying and said, oh, I saw it on Facebook, I think, oh, do you know what? I need to spend more money on Facebook marketing to attract the customers.
Yeah.
So you know where to channel, because by not monitoring, you haven't got a clue.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, where did they come from?
Yeah,
but then, if you think about it, you know, if you think, for example, let's say in your example, you're advertising the Sentinel, and all of a sudden people keep coming, you're thinking, you know, a Sentinel advert works well, but it could be the guy down the road actually saying Povey's oatcakes, Povey's oatcakes, Povey's oatcakes, but you think it's a Sentinel advert, so you think, I'll chuck more money into it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so it's not knowing you could be wasting the money.
So it's a bit like radio advertising. I've done radio advertising, and my dad did radio advertising, and you've done radio advertising. It's not cheap.
It's expensive.
And to know that someone's heard it is literally by word of mouth. It's literally someone coming and telling. Because the trouble with radio is you can't actually gauge a figure of exactly how many listeners listened.
But then again, it's down to building the brand.
Yeah.
Unless if you've got call to action. So for example, if I said this Audi S5 is X amount, this is the deal for now.
Yeah.
And somebody rang up, then you know it's call to action. They've actually rang up off the radio advert for that.
Yeah.
But I think that is so small to call to action.
It is.
So for branding, people would have heard your advert.
Yeah.
And again, it goes back up there. You know, or Povey's oatcakes, Povey's oatcakes. Yeah. So if they're in the supermarket or whatever, or they spot your van, or that's Povey's.
Yeah.
You know, but to get actual business and say, do you know what? Because they heard me on the radio, they're queuing up to buy Povey's oatcakes, is very difficult to measure.
I mean, another thing is as well, promoting your social media, because it's, you know, you want to tell everyone a quick story of what's happened today.
Yes.
You want them people to come on board, even not necessarily going to buy a car off you every day, or buy an oatcake off me every day. Maybe just eat an oatcake once every 6 months.
Yes.
But I need them people on board, so if you know, if a story breaks and I break the news or whatever, they are there, they get the message, they go and you know, they're interested in it.
Yeah.
But you see, people on YouTube, you know, they make these channels, but they don't go and advertise.
It's all right having a YouTube channel, for example, as you mentioned.
And we keep making videos, throwing videos at it, but if you've got to think of a bit of a business mind on you and then go, right, I'm going to promote my channel.
You have to, because go back to again, if you're not telling people about your channel, people don't go visiting you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're there making videos for nobody to see because you've got nobody subscribing to your channel.
Yes.
So if you go on YouTube and go to Povey's Oatcake, subscribe to the channel, UMESH.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
You got it?
Specialist,
yeah, I've got it.
I've got it. Yeah, Specialist Car Stoke.
Specialist
Just go on there.
yeah.
You'll see all my videos. And in fact, I'm encouraging more people to subscribe and like it. And then so the idea is, if you subscribe to my channel or Alex's channel, whatever new videos come on or new messages, that pings your message straight away. So you know there's new fresh content.
Yeah, there's a bell at the side.
That's right.
You have to take the bell.
Take the bell.
Ring a dinger.
Yeah, subscribe, bell.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I'll stop doing that.
Silent bells.
Yeah. No one heard that.
Yeah. So yeah, subscribe, the bell, and then you will get an alert to say Alex has got a new video. UMESH has got a new video. So you've got the fresh content coming up all the time. And if you've got a channel, encourage your viewers to subscribe and like your videos, so you get the same traffic. And you'd be amazed how many people actually share these videos and comment on them. And that's what it's all about, interactions. So you can get interactions going. Fantastic.
Well, UMESH, thank you very much.
Thank you again, Alex. Good to see you again.
It's been a pleasure.
Yes.
You know, hope you enjoyed this video, and maybe it's been a bit of help to you. If you'd like to see more videos, you know, just leave us a comment if you're of any value to any of you. You know, give us a like, give us a share or whatever, and hopefully we'll see you next time. And the biggest thing is that if you think it's been useful, or you think there's another topic you'd like us to have a chat about, happy to name your topic on business, and we'll put it to the challenge.
We'll have a challenge and see what we come up with, and hopefully they'll like it and not just unsubscribe.
Yeah, and hopefully if one person can just benefit from watching this video, if we've helped one more person, you know, that's me. I feel satisfied for the day. I can sleep at night and you can sleep at night, just thinking we've pushed that one person to take that step to do something for themselves, or employ another person or something like that.
That's it. I'll tell you what, just before we finish, I'm going to do one more challenge which you weren't aware of. I'm not doing the oatcake challenge.
Right, okay.
I can't eat 20.
You can't do 20.
Two I can do.
2 you can do.
Would I win? No, I wouldn't win. No. This is straight off the cuff now. It wasn't even planned. I'm just looking at something in front of me. There's a Volkswagen Beetle there full of mints. Fox's mints to be exact. Have a guess what's in there, and there'll be a surprise prize.
UMESH is going to get his wallet out at this rate.
For the winner. So, there you go. So it gives you an idea of what's in there. These are
just Fox's mints.
So you tell us how many there is in there. Leave your comment at the bottom, and we'll pick the winner for the next video. How's that?
I'm just counting.
You start counting.
See you later.
Yeah. See you. Have a good day.